everyone, this is Ellen, and today I'm going to be, oh, what's that? Oh my gosh, what is that thing? What is that sparkly silver disc-like thing? Is that a UFO? I mean, is that an unfinished object? Dun dun dun! Yes, I have unfinished objects. And I even made a little UFO to celebrate them. It was in the middle of the night, and I was just sort of wanting to do something with my hands, and I was feeling creative, and I had some of this Karen Simply Soft Party, which is like a sparkly silver. I don't know if you can see it really well. I could bring in some sunlight in here, and you can see how it's shimmery and sparkly. And I made a flying disc, and it can really fly. It has a little engine inside. No, I'm kidding. But I wanted it to symbolize all of the unfinished objects that I have, and I figured it might be fun to have this little guy as my mascot when I make these videos showing you my unfinished objects, which I'm about to do. But before I do that, I want you to meet my little guy in here. He's a little alien, and he's looking at you. He's got a googly eye. But yeah, and this little hatch door is connected. This is what happens when it's like midnight and there's a scrap ball of silver yarn near me. And I had a lot of fun with this little UFO, and I'm going to make another one, I think, as a tutorial, because I did write down what I did. And although I do have a better way of doing this guy, totally, I would be going down a rabbit hole to explain how I came about this, but yeah, I'm going to make a little UFO with an alien inside and share that tutorial with you in the future. But for now, I'm going to actually show you the unfinished object, or I should say one of the unfinished objects that I'm working on. I think I have about 5 currently. But, okay, so for this one, I am making a shawl for somebody I love very much. And because I love them so much, I'm putting hearts into it. So it is, and it's so big, you're not going to be able to see it on the thing all at once. When it's finished, I'll get a picture of me wearing it, but it's a beautiful gradient, and I'm still working on it. It's going to go even darker. And with these hearts, and I really, 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 really enjoy this pattern. This is the second time that I have made this pattern. The first one I used Mayflower 4 yarn from Hobby, which is a cotton acrylic blend, the same weight as what I'm using for this green one, but it was a rainbow coloration, and it was just so beautiful. I really love the way it turned out, and I brought it to my friend's house, and she fell in love with it, and I said, here, and I gave it to her, and she ended up wearing it to a wedding, and it was great and beautiful, and unfortunately I don't have a picture of it. I gave it to her. Like the minute I finished it, I wasn't even able to get a picture, but I'm going to go to her house this weekend and take a picture, and I'll share that with you guys in the future. But it really turned out beautiful. So I decided to make another one for someone else I love, and this person, their favorite color is green, so I decided to make a green lover's shawl and also put my own love in that for them, so that whenever she wraps it around herself, then she will know that I love her. She'll be reminded of all the love that I put into this for her. So the only thing about this unfinished object is that I'm thinking about frogging it. Why? Why am I thinking about frogging the shawl? Well, there's still a lot of green left over, some darker green, and I'm just not sure if this person, this is my aunt, by the way, I love my aunt very much, and I'm not sure if my aunt actually would like this color up near her face or not, or if I think she'd probably prefer a darker color near her face and it go down to the lighter color. I'm not sure. I don't know, do you ever get that way? Do you ever like towards the end of a project start second guessing yourself and think, oh, maybe I should redo it the other direction? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send her a picture of this, or maybe I'll just send her this video and say, what do you think? Do you want me to redo it? Honestly, I don't mind redoing it because I really enjoy this pattern and I enjoy crocheting. It's very meditative for me. It's very healing. So I'm fine redoing it. I enjoy working with this yarn for the most part. I'll get to that in a minute, but yeah, I'll see what she says. I might be frogging this and redoing it, but it's a beautiful, beautiful pattern. I'll put a link to the pattern in the description below. It's a YouTube tutorial, so it's free. You can follow it on YouTube. It's a 4-row repeat, so once you get the hang of it, like at this point I've memorized the 4-row repeat, so I don't really even have to think too hard about it. And the written pattern is in German, but that's okay because there's that YouTube tutorial in English. So if you speak German, then you are golden with this pattern. You can just go and read the pattern in German. There's even a chart. But if you do not speak German, then you can still follow the chart and you can follow the video. But I love this. And what's really great about this pattern too is that you don't really need to block it. You know, it looks fabulous without being blocked. I didn't have to block the shawl that I made and gave to my friend. It looks perfect. It draped perfectly. No blocking necessary. This is a fabulous, fabulous pattern. I love it very much. So yeah, so this is my work. This is my unfinished object. At this point right now, it is as large as I'd want it to be. It's really large. It goes down my arms. You know, and I still have all this yarn to go. I feel like I'm not even going to be able to use the best color for my aunt. But maybe she likes the lighter green. I don't know. But anyway, that's my unfinished object. I've got like 4 or 5 more unfinished objects. I think I might make a series for unfinished objects and share them with you guys. And if you have any input or suggestions or advice, then let me know in the comments section. Oh, one more thing I want to share with you. In the near future, I'm going to do a review of this yarn that I used, which is the Cotton Kings Twirls Deluxe, which is currently on sale at Hobby, which it's a great price. It's like around $16, as opposed to the, I think, $29 that it normally is. And it's 100% cotton, and I've used several cakes of it already, and I really enjoyed using those cakes. However, this particular cake has had a lot of problems. For one of the colors, I had like every 6 feet or so, it was messed up, and I've had to like cut and join and cut and join, and so like you'll see in the back, there's like a lot of places where I've had to join yarn. Where, I mean, the reason why we buy the cakes is so that we don't have to do that, and yet I've had to do that a dozen times. Now I'm at the point where I come to a point where it's messed up. I see if I can clean it up with my fingers. It's a long story. I'm going to do a video review of this yarn and share this issue in more detail. But I will say that I took some pictures of the problems and I sent them to Hobby, and just so they could know. And they gave me a refund for this entire cake of yarn. So I'm definitely not upset with Hobby at all. They definitely will do right by their customers if there's ever a problem with any of the yarn. And like I said, I have used several cakes before of this yarn with absolutely 0 problems. And so you know, I think every yarn company has issues with some of the cakes or skeins or balls or whatever. So I really wouldn't worry about that. The bottom line is still great yarn. And I chose to use 100% cotton for this because my aunt is a sensitive person. She's sensitive to wool and other things, so I just really wanted to keep it as clean as possible for her. So, plus she lives in a hot climate, so I think this would be much more comfortable to wear. But anyway, that's my quite long-winded explanation of what's going on with this yarn. But the bottom line is, I think I really love this unfinished object. I think I'm going to make one of these heart shawls for myself in the future, and I just don't know what colorway I'm going to use yet. But it actually the rainbow one that I made with the Mayflower 4 yarn looks beautiful on. it looked great on my friend. It looked great on me. The shape of the shawl is just so flattering and wonderful and drapey. I really can't say enough positive things about this pattern. So again, I'll put that pattern in the description below. If you decide that you're going to do this pattern, then totally let me know and let the lady know who posted it that you appreciate her pattern, because it was really nice of her to share it. Anyway, thank you for joining me with my silliness today, with my unfinished object. And I hope you have a beautiful day and that you enjoy your crochet. And I will see you in the next video. All right, take care. Bye-bye.